enjoy Knickknacks.
My mom called it Dad's miracle car. You know, the one we bought when we turned the corner on cars. You know the story? The one where the guy came running out of the dealership, chasing Dad down, yelling, "You have to buy this car! My manager said you have to buy this car!" It was a blue Crown Vic. We called it our cop car. My brother, immediately after getting into a serious wreck, says, "The thing that upsets me the most is that was Dad's car." Those words hit me harder than the accident my brother just walked away from. That was Dad's car. It's the end of an era, Dad's era. He bought that car. It lasted almost 20 years. If you know my family's history on cars, you would understand why this blue Crown Vic was so important to us. We're a lot like Jay Leno. You know, he has multiple cars, it's an expensive collection, and he drives them for leisure. We're like that, except not expensive, and we drove them because that's what we had. My dad had a Porsche, but that was a long time ago before us kids were in the picture. I've seen pictures of that car. I know those stories. The one where he knew my mom was the one because he let her drive his Porsche across the country. And then he, of course, had to follow her because she had his car. We had the Chevrolet Celebrity that we bought. Nope. First, we had the Pontiac station wagon with classic wood paneling on the side. Then we had the Chevrolet Celebrity that we bought from my grandma for $1. The windshield wipers were constantly stuck on. So we had to remove the fuse and we left it in an ashtray. If we were driving and it started raining, we just put the fuse back in. We had the Chrysler LeBaron that overheated. Inevitably, we would be driving somewhere. The car would overheat. We'd have to get out of the car, wait for it to cool down, get back in, and hope that it didn't overheat again. We had the blue Toyota Corolla given to us. By the time we got it, it had 200,000 miles already on it. One night, my dad went to get in the car. He went outside, came back in, he's like, "Where's the car?" We're like, "What do you mean, where's the car?" He said, "There's no car outside." So we go outside, and there was no car. Apparently, the emergency brake had failed, and the car had rolled back down the driveway. Fortunately, a tree branch caught the car and kept it from going into the main road. Unfortunately, it shattered the rear window. We drove around with plastic sheeting that looked like saran wrap. We had the GMC Maroon Safari van. We drove it across country. We bought it in Oregon because there was no sales tax. After we moved and things went bad financially, the GMC Safari van got repoed. My brother was home at the time. He thought somebody was stealing the car. I remember my dad being pretty upset about it. We had already lost our home to foreclosure. I have a memory of my mom saying, "Just let it go. One less thing to worry about. Let it go." It seems after someone dies, you never really let them go. It's been over 2 years, and I have grieved and let go and let go and let go, and now here's this car, this new circumstance making me let go all over again. It's like one more piece of my dad to let go. Honestly, before my brother said that was Dad's car, I hadn't thought of the significance. In fact, when my mom said that my brother had been in an accident, I actually was hoping it was the blue Crown Vic, because it was the older, more worn out car. My mom needed the newer, better running car. I was only thinking of the monetary, practical value, not the sentimental value. One more piece of my dad's legacy. us forward, to move on. I'm a minimalist when it comes to decorating. I have very few knickknacks. But on my bathroom counter, I have a beautiful brown small jewelry box, my white wedding topper, and a statue of a little girl and boy dressed up holding hands. In a single counter space, I have more knickknacks than any other room in my house. I see them every day, first thing in the morning and before I go to sleep. I'm pretty minimalistic with most of my life. I don't have a lot of clothes, jewelry, shoes, fancy towels. When I give gifts, I am practical. What do they need? A gift card, maybe a movie pass? I do not give trinkets. Knickknacks are not useful, just dust collecting clutter. I see them every day, first thing in the morning and before I go to sleep. So why would I have these knickknacks in a space I see every day? It should irritate me. The jewelry box is at least functional because it holds my ring if I'm cleaning or applying lotion. But the other two, dust collectors. My white wedding topper will never be used again. It's slightly gray now with brown around the edges. And the little children are a little dusty. I see them every day, first thing in the morning. And before I go to sleep, I'm reminded of the people who love me. I know exactly who gave me this clutter. The jewelry box was a gift from my Aunt Debbie for some traditional occasion, Christmas, maybe a birthday. I remember thinking, it's nice, but I don't need it. I put it on display in my bedroom and used it occasionally. But then she died a few years after giving me this trinket. Suddenly, this knickknack has a new purpose. I'm reminded of who she was. Someone who cared about the details. Someone who liked pretty things. Someone who, like this jewelry box, took care of the precious gifts entrusted to her. Did I mention it was a music box? How fitting. My aunt was an accomplished musician. Who knew this insignificant box would come to remind me of her life and her legacy? I see them every day, first thing in the morning and before I go to sleep. The white wedding topper, a man and woman dancing. Almost as if they are one. He is definitely leading, and she is almost flying as they move, and she relies on his strength to guide her. They look happy. My kids say it looks like mommy and daddy. That's actually what I thought when I picked it out for a wedding cake. I think I got it at Walmart. It was inexpensive, probably 1 out of a million made. I don't remember it being well crafted or unique, but I still have it. After 17 years, on my bathroom counter, weathering the dust and condensation of an environment unfit for pretty things to be displayed. Kind of like marriage. So beautiful, messy, complicated, and on display in a world unappreciative of its true beauty. I'm reminded of my husband, who is strong, who helps my dance look effortless by supporting me as we move as one. I see them every day, first thing in the morning, before I go to sleep. The dusty little children, given to my husband and I as a gift from my parents before we had children. I think it was an anniversary gift. My daughter asked me about it. Who gave you that? Grandma and Grandpa. Why? Because they love me? But why'd they give you a statue of kids dressed up like grown-ups? I never really thought about it. I guess that's how they see me. But you're not a kid. Not anymore. So why'd they give you a statue of kids? I guess that's how they still see me. Still a kid, playing dress up. It's comforting to know that they're still here. Even though my dad is gone, I know he still watches out for me. I imagine him looking down from above, catching a glimpse of his little girl all dressed up, playing house, bossing all the other children. He nudges my aunt and says, "See her? That's my girl, Lena Lou. Look at her get things done." Calls to my mom, who is down here with me. "Mama Lou, I miss you. Give all the kids a hug for me." I can see him smile and hear his laugh. I can feel his joy and pride for me. So yeah, these knickknacks, taking up space on my bathroom counter, collecting dust, they'll stay put, gently reminding me I am loved and cherished. This clutter guiding me to share music and beauty and joy, and to maybe not always be so practical. After all, I'm just a kid playing dress up. I see them every day, first thing in the morning and before I go to sleep.